Now to an update you'll see only here on NBC5 into the long-lost corporate jet that crashed into Lake Champlain more than 5 decades ago. That aircraft has never been recovered, but after researchers finally found the location of the wreckage earlier this year, one expert who has closely examined the bottom of the lake is now sharing new video of the mangled pieces of the plane. He says he first showed it to the victims' families in a private, virtual discussion to help them somewhat better understand what happened to their loved ones. This is video from the silty bottom of Lake Champlain showing the wreckage of a corporate jet that crashed in January 1971. The 5 men on board, who were visiting Burlington for a business trip, had long been presumed dead, but the location of the crash site remained a mystery that went unsolved for well over a half-century. Until finally, following numerous expeditions, a team of underwater search and recovery experts announced in May they found the debris field.
They were always wondering, why they didn't find it over the years. And to all the researchers that have looked for this in the past, it is a difficult site to find. It is very, very well hidden.
Independent researcher Gary Lefebvre of Colchester sent remotely operated underwater vehicles down to explore what's left of the broken apart jet. We've agreed to not disclose exactly where it is to protect the site from possible intrusions. Lefebvre also got a series of still images he combined using special software to create digital models of what the fuselage and other components now look like sitting on the lake floor. You can even see a seatbelt.
It's a buckle.
The boat captain tells us his video and photos do not show anything that stands out as evidence of human remains or personal effects of the people who took off from Vermont 53 years ago, but who never returned home to their families.
It kind of hits home, knowing full well that, there's people that are affected out there, the family members that are using this for closure. Hopefully they get some positive out of it.
My mother was never the same after George's plane crashed. Never the same.
Kate Stensland was very close with her uncle, George Nikita, the pilot of the plane.
He loved his little girl. He loved his wife. He loved his family. And the other men had very similar feelings, too, when you talk to the kids.
Stensland says she never gave up hope, not even after so much time, that one day the wreckage would be discovered, telling us even though she doesn't have a physical grave where she can visit her dear Uncle George, seeing Lefebvre's video did provide an opportunity for healing.
It made me feel like I could take a deep breath. I know where you are and the other guys and everything, and that was the important thing. That was the important thing for me.
The researcher says he has shared his video with aviation experts who told him since the wreckage is in a relatively small area, they suspect that means the jet had a sudden, perhaps nose-first crash.
It had to have gone straight down, which is one of the things the family members, they were very warm to, is that at least they know at this point that nobody suffered during this thing. This happened very, very quickly and very instantly.
Now, there are still a lot of questions about the incident, including what was going on mechanically in the jet in the minutes leading up to the crash. The National Transportation Safety Board just today made its full report of known facts about the case available online, as well as what they call a wreckage identification report. Basically, that document lists the work done to verify whether the NTSB thinks the wreckage discovered was in fact the plane in question, and the agency does think it is. The NTSB told NBC5 News today it has no additional work on this case planned.